Club God 5 title is just it's the fifth one. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of albums and mixtapes in my catalog, but the Club God series, that's the series where all my, I say my signature singles, it stem from the Club God series. So the single that's taking off right now is Bust It Back, and that's on Club God 5, and that's what's really pushing the album to do what it's doing right now. I'm a real big fan of other things, you know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted to be normal. You know, even in school when I was little, man, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I knew it wasn't gonna be normal. You know what I'm saying? And my music is full of energy. And when people look at what they're getting ready to hear from me, I want them to use their imagination and to zone out. You know what I'm saying? All my covers, they always been outlandish. They've been something, you know what I'm saying, to make you think outside of the box. I don't want you to think that when you get ready to hear my music that you finna hear something normal, because you're not. You're not finna hear something that sounds like somebody else. You finna hear something, like when people hear Club God 5, I want them to look at the cover and be like, what I'm trying to give you is, I want you to be like, okay, this dude is not on Earth, but he's from Houston though. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not on Earth, I'm somewhere else. But I'm from Houston though, you know. I'm from Houston, but not here though. No, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't drop when Drake dropped. That's the worst thing that can happen to you, is just dropping and then Drake dropped, or he dropped the next day or something. I was just, I wanted to be on a Monday. You know, I know they gave me like 2 days off of my first week sales, you know, but I just feel like Monday is the day where everybody hates. And if I can just drop a project on a Monday when everybody's not doing nothing, I can have full attention, you know, so that was no real strategic thing. I like dropping on Mondays because I got your full attention. Because, man, I think we live in an era, man, where people throwing 9 songs on a mixtape or something, man, you know what I'm saying? It's, I record every day, and you know, sometimes having a lot of songs on the album is not good, you know what I'm saying? You could have trimmed the fat, you know, but this one, I think every song played its position, and you look at Aftermath, you know, in they raining days, you know, they had Dre and M and 50, they had CDs packed full of songs, like 20 songs on Get Rich or Die Trying, I think, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when you get a project from your favorite rapper, you want to hear a lot of music. My favorite group is 3 6 Mafia, and they always had like 20-something songs on the album, you know what I'm saying? And you could jam that album for years, because there was so many songs on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of 90s music, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like Ludacris albums, you know, he had skits on it, you know, so I have skits on these albums. They're not just whack little skits, they real thought out skits, you know, so I just want to make a full-length project that all my fans can listen to over and over and over again, and maybe hear something 3 or 4 months from now that they didn't hear, and they're like, oh man. You know, I look at albums like video games, man, like Mario 3, there's so many little secret ways you can get to the end, you know what I'm saying? Little secret stuff that you can find. And on my album, it's like that. If you listen to every song toward the end, you'll hear something that maybe you didn't hear at first. So, I always do the track listing. That's very important, you know. If you have a song that's number 2 and it should have been number 4, it can throw the whole vibe off. And that track listing is real important. It's definitely a flow on a project. With all projects, I try to start it off with energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start off no project slow. The only time I ever done that was Gangsta Strip Music 2. But for the most part, I jump right in giving you energy. Like all the time. The first 5 or 6 songs are gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just what young kids want to hear. They want their energy. You know what I'm saying? After that, I may start going to the H-Town side, or hitting you with a little substance, a song about something, or, you know, from there. You know, from there, I got more into the strip club side, you know what I'm saying, the female songs and everything, and from there, it went back up to being turned, you know what I'm saying? So I'm real good at putting albums together, man. Like I said, I'm a real big fan of dope albums, you know what I'm saying? Like Aftermath stuff and 3 6 Mafia stuff, just listen to how albums flow, and you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, that's how it flows though. Song 18, that's one of the most popular songs on the album. It's really putting you in the mind frame of what I've been going through lately, just being in these strip clubs. I'm 6 years in being who I am, and especially in Texas, you know what I'm saying? I influenced a lot of the club culture, how music sounds, and 18-year-old strippers have been walking up to me, telling me that I raised them, that they have grew up on my music, and that's weird to me, but I get to thinking about it. I've been on the radio since 2009. 2010, so a female who's 18 or 19, she started hearing me when she was 13 or 12. And these strippers will walk up to me in V Live or Onyx and be like, man, I've been listening to your music like since I was 12. And I'll be like, dang, they'd be like, you the reason that I wanted to dance. You know what I'm saying? I've been like, I had to put my wing down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what 18 is about. It's putting you in the mind frame of a female who maybe she didn't finish high school, maybe she did, you know what I'm saying? But she loved this lifestyle. She loved maybe being able to meet her favorite rapper or to make money fast just off doing what she loved to do, dancing. And you know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised at how many 18-year-old strippers there are, and they love it. It ain't like they're ashamed of it. They don't live with their mama no more. They just want to dance and get involved in their lifestyle. So that's what 18 is about. So High, featuring Gangsta Boo, you know what I'm saying? I did that song with her just to let people know that we are doing underground cassette tape music too. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo, like my big sister, you know what I'm saying? 3 6 Mafia be my favorite rap group. She tells me so many things about what was going on. It's just like these unsolved puzzles in my head. As a fan, you hear the music from them and you just wonder what happened to a lot of stuff. I can hear her side of what happened to a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's just dope, so that song, So High, I did is let the fans know who was a big fan of our mixtape from 2 years ago that we are definitely doing another one this year. You know what I'm saying? So what else? The song Red Lean freestyle. I named it Red Lean because the purple has been discontinued. Everybody know that. You can still find some. It's gonna cost you though. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, the biggest substitution out here has been the red. You know what I'm saying? So I named it that, and it's really just a Houston vibe song. You know what I'm saying? It's giving you. I like making songs to where I feel like I'm making my own Swisher House freestyle, my own SUC freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I was around when those songs was popping, when DJ Screw was alive and when Swisher House first started, but I was just in middle school and high school. I didn't know how I was gonna do what I was doing today, but I've always been a fan of it. And now that I got a platform and an audience, I can go and make these dream freestyles. I can redo them my way. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear Red Lean, shout out to Mr. Lee, he produced it. I went in and did my Kanye West thing, added a couple things to the beat and switched it up at the end and all that, but it's for the most part is letting people know that I don't think I'm a Houston legend, but I'm a Houston something. I'm a club god, I guess, my own little thing. But at the end, it's on the Breakfast Club interview that Pow Wow and Slim Thug did a couple months back. I put that at the end of it. It's really been on some producer shit. That whole song was just built, how I just built it and everything. So shout out to Mr. Lee, he produced it as well. Get Up Off Me. It's Pimp C on there. It's unreleased too, I think. That's from Mr. Lee as well. Mr. Lee is the plug. He got that crack at his house. I went to his house and got that beat. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Lee was responsible for the whole Pimp C album that just came out. He produced the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him. Shout out to Shannara, Pimp C's wife. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorites on there. Another one, a song called Twice, produced by TM88. Shout out to TM88, man. Real cool dude, man. I met him through my close friend, nephew, Texas boy in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? The nephew, Texas boy, brought me to TM88's house. And TM was cool. He didn't even know who I was, but he was just being cool with me. He said he knew my music and he liked it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just watching him make beats. That's my favorite producer out right now. watching him make beats, and he putting up these VSTs and programs that I never knew about, you know what I'm saying? And from there, I've been using them. I'm real good at remembering what I saw. So I went back to Houston. I'm on those VSTs and stuff now, you know, so TM, he's always been supportive to me, you know, he'll just randomly tweet that he liked my music and what I'm doing, so twice it's just me, you know, just murking one of his tracks, man, and at the end, I'm getting my real hip hop thing on. Shout out to my homie, Go DJ Mankind. He started scratching at the end. Always been a fan of that scratch. I just can't do it. I can't scratch, you know what I'm saying? But he destroyed the song at the end, so shout out to him. Bust It Back, that's the main single, you know what I'm saying, off the album. It's the one that's on the radio. The first time I never had to come to radio for a song, radio just picked it up and just started playing it. You know, so that was really very organic. And from there, I'm starting to take it to other cities, and radio stations starting to add it in different cities and states. So, Bust It Back. What else? No Such Thing as Love, produced by Fred on them. That song is just for people who don't believe in relationships, who feel like they're gonna be single forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just about being stuck in your ways. You're gonna fuck these bitches forever, and that's what it is. It's fun to you, and that's just what it is. Just a real careless young person song. You know what I'm saying? And For Real, that's a song produced by me. The sample was from a Link song that came out when I was in 9th grade. You know, shout out to Link too. He has a legendary song, I Really Wanna Sex Your Body. He lives in Dallas too. And I always loved that song. I always wanted to just do that sample again, you know what I'm saying? So I did that. I think the females really gonna like it. I came on there like Plies, like 10 years ago Plies, like real raw, you know what I'm saying, on that song. So that's one of my favorites. I got like 2 more songs. The next one is called It Doesn't Matter. Now everybody on Twitter and Instagram is telling me that's the realest song I've ever made. And it's just really just my life. All I did was make it rhyme. Everything in that song is 100% real to everything. Like just me being scared of roaches as a kid, because everywhere I go there are roaches there. And I'm 31 years old, I'm still scared of roaches. It don't matter if I see one, if it's small, big, I'm going nuts. Because if you are 5 years old and every time you go to sleep, you wake up, it's a roach crawling on you somewhere, you're psychologically fucked. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just the song It Doesn't Matter, I think it probably is one of the realest songs I've ever done, but it just puts you telling people that it's okay. It's okay to be normal, it's okay to go through things, don't be ashamed of it, because you don't have to be that way forever. You know what I'm saying? You can always switch it up later on and be successful. And the last song is Bowser. You know what I'm saying? That was just closing the album out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably one of the songs that really puts you in the mind frame of the album cover, make you feel like you're not hearing something normal, something human. You know, even in my voice, the plugins I'm using making me sound real demonic and crazy, you know, because I just want you, it's to the point where I be at home just putting plugins on my voice. I don't want to sound like nobody. I don't want to sound like nobody. You know what I'm saying? So Bowser is a Mario sample. I hope Nintendo of America don't come for me, you know. Y'all ain't came for Bryson Tiller yet with the Street Fighter sample, so let me live, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much Bowser is just letting everybody know that I ain't going nowhere. And that's it. With this project is when I moved to a different side of town. I moved from the north side to more closer downtown. So I had a real big house in the Woodlands. Now I live in this condo. And when you live in a condo, you can't be as loud as you want to be. So when I moved into this new spot, I set up a booth up against the wall in one of my rooms. And I just really got paper just hanging from the booth. Looks like, I call it Batman, because the booth really looks like Batman, how I got this paper, foam paper just sitting there. And that's where I recorded the whole album at in like 2 months. Did the whole thing in there, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. Ironically, on the album, I have a song called 18 and a song called 21, which is probably two really important parts in people's lives, turning 18 to 21. On both albums, on this album, I have not a lot of features this time, but all the features were important features. Me and Short Dog, we always drop a lot of classic songs together. I did a feature with Gangsta Boo to let people know that we are working on another project again. I did a feature with Nephew Texas Boy to let people know we are working on another project again as well. You know, so all the features on this album, they're there for a reason.